So why don't you tell us about what is Alpha Wolf's writing process like for A Quiet Place to Die?
This one was still like mostly Scotty. Scotty wrote a lot of songs on that one by himself and would just send it to the chat and we'd be like, oh yeah, this is cool, we could do this here, do this here. But most of the time, like Creep, Ultraviolet Violence, Mind Bends to a Will of Its Own, that was just him. Like he would just do it at his house and then be like, here you go. And we'd be like, oh yeah, either it's fucking great or it doesn't need any changes or, this could be better or something. Like we all have little inputs everywhere. But for the most part, he does a lot of the writing. There was a week-long period when I went down to Melbourne because we all went to Unify one year. I don't know if you know about Unify. It's a festival in Australia run by the UNFD label. And so we all went to Unify that year, and I was like, all right, well, I'll come and stay at your house for a bit, and we'll see if we can get some songs out for this album that we're planning to do. And in that time, we wrote Akudama, and we started writing Bleed For You. The original direction of Bleed For You was very different to what it ended up becoming. So in that week, we managed to get, 1.5 full songs done. And I was like, okay, cool. Akudama was like the first one. We were like, okay, this is probably going to be a single. So let's, once that's done, we'll put that aside and leave it, and we'll start working on everything else, just getting through the songs. And then there was another time when I came down and we did, we started getting Restricted done, and that was nearly finished, but it ended up having a few structural changes. So it was like, we did Restricted that time, and yeah, I think it was just Restricted that time. Yeah, and then all the songs that Scotty's wrote in the middle, and then I actually wrote the starting like couple of minutes of Don't Ask up in Brisbane with a friend, and sent it down to Scotty and said, look, let's make an epic banger. Here's the direction I want it to go in, do your thing, and he just did the rest of it, which was good. So yeah, it was like some songs were shared, some songs were all him. Yeah, I mean, it was nice to, I like to work with Scotty, like we bounce off each other really well. So hopefully that'll keep happening. I think it will. It's kind of hard with the distance for like any of the new stuff, but I'll just do the same thing, go to a friend's house and record ideas and send them to him, and he'll just keep sending whole songs to us.